So much capability with Honda Link, everybody. And now I want to show you how to log onto the app with the vehicle VIN number. First, I'll open up the app, and I'm right here by the B pillar. So I'm going to open up the app and activate the scan portion and scan the barcode right below the VIN number. There it is. So I select continue, and in just a moment, the pilot should populate on my screen. There it is. Terrific. And I'm all set to go. Now I'm going to bring your attention to additional features on the Honda Link app itself. Let's take a further look on the screen here. First of all, under support, there's two phone numbers. First of all, the automobile customer service number, and for this topic, for today's session, the in-car technical customer support phone number, and along with the business hours, is a really handy tool, both for you and for the customer. And it's a terrific asset to know about that. It actually exists within the app. So if a customer has questions, they can call this number and they can find out more about display audio if they're not clear about something. Now, exiting back, we can also select help, and you have information about the owner's guide website. So here you have the owner's guide and also the owner's guide for the navigation system if your vehicle is so equipped. And at the top, service appointments. So right from this Honda Link app, you can schedule service appointments. That's a really handy feature. Now let's bring your attention over to the display, and we'll open up the Honda Link app and show you what else it offers up. So there's a similarity about help and support. So right from in-vehicle, you can call customer support if you wish, and there's a phone number for automobile assistance and also in-car technology questions, and you can dial that assuming your phone is already paired. And I'm going to exit back to the main screen. Now, the weather choice. This is a nice little feature to demonstrate. You'll notice it says Sochi. And well, that's where I was born, everybody. A little bit about me. This is why I have Sochi up here. I can have the forecast for today or the 5-day forecast. And I like to have that before I call my mom, as we can talk about the weather in Sochi and what's going on there. The bright side is you can customize this feature. You can either change the location if you wish to your current location or any other place. I think the important part of this demonstration is that you can pick something out of the United States and it'll still populate and let you know the weather. So a handy feature, lots to do with Honda Link itself. Sarah?
All right, team, let's move on to AHA capability. AHA allows your customers to stream music, news, sports, talk radio, and audiobooks, all from the convenience of your display audio system. It's also a search engine helping you to find points of interest like parks, coffee shops, and gas stations.
And here's another reason customers would enjoy AHA. Once their free SiriusXM subscription ends, they can still access the kind of content they like with no cost beyond their own data plan. And speaking of SiriusXM, for all the details on a range of exciting new features on 2016 Pilot, you can actually check out this, the June Frontline magazine. You can also expand your learning with the Delivery WBT, which is coming soon. Now, if your customer is new to AHA, they can actually create an account straight from the 8-inch display. Here's a look at the initial AHA account setup screen. Now, once you tap on that, you'll see this screen pop up. It's easy for your customer to fill in the prompts, and they'll be enjoying AHA in no time.
And the best part is, on 2016 Pilot, you don't need to download AHA separately because it's already embedded in display audio. Now, here are some ways to demonstrate AHA capability on the 2016 Pilot. Now, keep in mind for this demo, I've already put in my username and password, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to tap on AHA. And here's the screen where I last left off. This is an opportunity for you to demonstrate the swipe feature, so you can move across the different menus, and you can also move up if you wish. So there's plenty of choice here to demonstrate what's on the screen. We're going to add a new station. Now, these 3 bars right up here, that's the logo for menu. So I'm going to tap on the menu button. Add a station. And as this loads, this is an opportunity to give you a perspective. There is so much entertainment choice from AHA. And even what comes up on the menu right here, music, news, sports, talk. So I'm going to type something in here in the search prompt. I'm going to put in the generic cars. I've been pleasantly surprised as to what comes up in these searches, sometimes discovering new stations I'd never heard of. And then when I get to listening to them, I really get some more enjoyment out of it. Here we go, NPR Car Talk Podcast. See, there's a plus there. That implies that I can add that as a station. So the next screen gives you a choice. You want to add the preset or listen to it. I'll add it. The change comes up here. It no longer has a plus. There's a little star beside it. So I'm going to go back to the previous screen and scroll through my existing stations. It might take a moment to populate. There it is, NPR Car Talk. So I could tap on that and start listening to the tunes. Now I have the volume down, but it's there. Okay, now I'm going to do another demo for you. It's the restaurant search. Again, on my menu screen. Oh, pardon me. That's not what I want to do. Right over here. Hungry. Now, once this populates, I'll give you the benefit of why you would search for a restaurant nearby via AHA. Not only do you get a list of local restaurants, you also get Yelp ratings. So that's a terrific feature to use if you're driving out of town and you're just not familiar with restaurants. Have Yelpers help you decide what restaurant is good or maybe not so good. So as it's populating, I'm going to bring up the volume and you're going to hear the system read some of the restaurant listings. Here it comes, loading content. Let's take a look to the screen and I'll bring up the volume.
Location. Canine Thai Kitchen is on Carson Street near Arlington Avenue. It is rated 4.5 out of 5 stars.
I'm going to select the menu here to bring us up a list. And swiping through, more of that swiping demo.
And Bamboo Garden is on Cravens Avenue near Double Street. It is...
I'm going to select a random one and see what Yelp rating there is. Okay, 4 out of 5 stars.
The Pan is on 166th Street near...
Now notice I press the stop button. The system will continue to read through the list of restaurants unless you press stop. So I really advise you to show that if you're demoing AHA. Now if you wish, you can call the restaurant by pressing on the phone logo or set it to navigation. We won't set this one to navigation as we'll move on to the next demo, and that's finding a nearby gas station. And in a moment, I'll tell you what's so fantastic about that in the AHA system. Let's take a look. So we went from hungry, let's take a look at fuel. So similar to the restaurants, it'll take a moment to populate and it'll also read the name of the fuel stations and the prices too. I want to make sure my volume is up nice and high so you can all hear.
We have found 12 fuel stations near your current location. Some gas prices are user reported and may not be current.
Let's see what's the first fuel station that comes up. Here we go.
Arco is on Torrance Boulevard near Crenshaw Boulevard.
Okay.
The price of regular fuel is $3.21.
I'm going to go to the menu mode and swipe through a few, and let's go to this gas station. Find out the price of it.
USA Gas is on Torrance Boulevard near Victor Street. The price of regular fuel is $3.30.
Well, aside from demonstrating this feature, you also get a sense of how much we pay for gas around here in Southern California. Now we'll point out the additional choices that you have. Aside from playing the next choice of a fuel station, you can also send it to your Garmin navigation system by pressing on this logo right here. So if you have the embedded Garmin system, it'll take you right to the Navi.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Oh, and what luck. In LA, we have a bit of traffic right over here. So I'm going to cancel the route because we're not going to go to the fuel station right now, but that's the idea of how it works. We'll give you more Garmin navigation information a little bit later on. Sarah?
So a great way to help your customers get familiar with the display audio system is showing them how to pair their phones and then letting them do it for themselves.
That's right. Customers can pair a compatible phone of their choice so long as the phone features Bluetooth and supports the hands-free profile. If you're interested, you can find a list of compatible phones at handsfreelink.honda.com.
Well, since I demonstrated how to pair an Android phone on the last session, let's look at a resource in the Honda Link app that will help you pair any smartphone. So I have the app open up here again, and I'm going to tap on Help. I already mentioned the owner's guide right here, but here's Bluetooth connection guide. It takes you through 6 steps that gives you instructions on what to press on the display audio system in order to pair your phone. I won't spend too much time on what the particular steps are, but here's the big takeaway. Know that it exists on your Honda Link app and share that with your customer. It's a terrific asset for when they're driving down the road and let's say they want to add another phone and they don't quite remember what you did to show them because, well, hopefully you made it look so easy. So they can reference these 6 easy steps and follow the instructions on the screen. The final step, step number 6, go to your phone phone's Bluetooth settings to activate Bluetooth. So it's pretty simple, but just knowing that it exists is such a clear benefit to helping the customer enjoy their user experience in pairing a phone. Now, the display audio system can be paired with up to 6 different phones, and you can only use one phone at a time to make calls. The system will always default to the phone most recently paired, so long as the phone is, well, it's inside the vehicle. So let me show you how to switch phones. We're going to go to Settings, Phone, Bluetooth device list. And here I have my 2 phones that I've been toggling through, and notice the 4 available slots, ultimately making 6 possible phones that can be paired. Pretty simple, right? Danny?
To help keep drivers focused on the road while enjoying limited texting capability, 2016 Pilot provides an SMS text message function. Of course, SMS stands for Short Message Service.
Yes, it's a great feature. This feature allows drivers to receive text messages from their paired and connected Android phone and send pre-written replies. So drivers can receive text notifications while driving. However, they can only respond to texts while the Pilot is stopped.
Well, that's right, Sarah. So I'm going to step through this capability and first make sure that your text feature is enabled. Now's the time for me to switch from the iPhone that's currently connected, and I'm going to switch to the Android. And the reason I'm doing that is because its SMS text messaging is only available on Android. And here the option pops up that I can pair it for phone and audio streaming, or one or the other. So you might use that option in the event that you have a friend in the car and you want to stream their music. You can select Connect only for music. For today, we're just going to connect across the board. So it takes just a moment to switch between phones, and it tells you what it's up to. iPhone's been disconnected, and hopefully in a moment it'll say Android's been connected. Pretty simple. There we go. So we'll head to the home screen. I want to give you a fresh perspective of how to do this portion of it. So we go to Settings, Phone, and Text Email. I want to make sure to enable text email, make sure that's on, and new message notification, and make sure that's also on. Well, thereafter, I could just go to my home screen and select some tunes to play if I wish. And as I'm driving down the road, if a text message comes in, I'm ready to receive it on the screen. Now, something to keep in mind in the event that a text message is received with an emoticon or a picture or a video, you won't be able to have the text read, but you can have a reply option still available to you. Lo and behold, we have a text message from, Oliver Burrows. Okay, so we'll select Read. Let me tap on Read right here.
Beautiful demos, Pavel.
Oh, compliments welcome. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So I have an option to call or to reply. I'm going to tap on Reply, and these are my pre-selected choices. I wish I can say thank you, you're awesome for your compliment, but okay is going to be what I will send. So pretty simple. And then I have the response via text, all through SMS text messaging. Now, I admire indeed. Ever since 2014 Civic with display audio arrived in dealerships with Siri Eyes Free mode from Apple, it's been a popular feature. So let's take a turn with an iPhone and demonstrate how Siri works. So I'm going to switch between the phones once again. Go to Phone, Bluetooth device list, and iPhone. We'll connect across the board. And for those of you power users, I know you know about this that Siri is only available on iPhone and not on Android. That's why we're switching phones. All right, our iPhone is connected, and we can make a call. Before I make the call, I want to let you know what I'm pressing on the steering wheel. It's the voice command button. But the distinction is that you need to press it for 2 seconds or longer in order to activate Siri. If you just tap it for a moment, you're activating the vehicle's voice command system. Here we go. I'm going to check my settings. I want to make sure my iPhone's connected because it wasn't responding. I'm going to go to Bluetooth device list. Yeah, sure enough, it's connected. I'm going to try it again. You know, this is an indicator it's live, everybody. You know what? We'll see if we can come back to that. You know, an important thing to know about is how to troubleshoot things sometimes. Now and again, these things happen, and they might happen to you too. So what I would recommend in the moment is to unpair the phone and pair it back again and try the Siri voice command. Well, we'll move on to another voice command that's available to you, and that's commanding temperature control. I think this is another impressive thing to demonstrate for your customer that, wow, you can speak the temperature and have it change? Yes, indeed. It came up now. Okay, we're back to the Siri call. This is what's happening now. Call Danny Hoyt.
Calling Danny Hoyt.
Well, you get the idea as far as using Siri to make the call. Press the button on the steering wheel for 2 seconds or longer to activate Siri. Tap on the button to do a voice command through the vehicle's voice command system. Let's activate that temperature control now.
After the beep, say, hang up.
Hang up.
Pardon?
Hang up. Looks like I was still calling him. Prank phone calling Danny Hoyt. I think he already found out about me on that. Okay, climate control. Let's have a go with it.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any time.
Climate control.
After the beep, say, climate control on, off.
Temperature 62.
Temperature, 60 degrees.
I'm going to try it again. I want to get my 62 degrees.
The voice prompt can be interrupted.
Climate control.
After the beep, say,
Temperature 62.
temperature up.
Nice. So there's a little example of doing some of the voice commands through climate control and even using Siri to make a call. So sometimes a voice command doesn't understand a name in your contacts. Perhaps it's a longer name, or your customer has an accent that the voice system doesn't respond to so well. These things happen. That's just the truth of the matter. So I'm going to switch back to an Android phone. We're going to do a speed dial connection and also associating that with a voice tag. And I'll tell you the benefit of it. Now, however complicated the name might be or the customer's accent, if you associate a voice tag to it, the system should be able to respond and make that call still hands-free. So let's start from the home screen. I select phone. And here's our speed dial menu. I'm going to select new entry. And we'll do it from the phone book. Oh, my buddy Bernard Burmeisterklug. Easy for me to say, not so easy for the system to pick up on. So we're going to make him a speed dial. Yes, indeed. And here's my chance to record a voice tag. Bernie. Bernie. Works for me. So let's try it out. I just created a voice tag. We'll go to the home screen and I'll do a call to Bernard.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any.
Phone call.
After the beep, say a name and.
Bernie.
Calling.
Bernie.
To cancel, press the back button. After the beep, the voice.
Here's the big takeaway for you, everybody. Notice that I interrupted the voice commands. Sure, the first time you use the system, listen to the prompts, learn them. But thereafter, pressing the voice command button on the steering wheel again will interrupt the instructions and allow you to get to the next prompt that you want to get to. When you start interrupting the system and you get confident with what you want to say next, you get to accomplish the task that much easier. And notice I didn't yell or speak exceptionally slowly into the system, and the system was pretty responsive. Thanks. Sarah?
All right, so one of my favorite apps, the Pandora app, is a great way for your customers to experience great music while they drive. Simple to set up, they just need to download the app to their phone. Of course, they'll also need to create an account as well. Or they may need to enter their username and password. Now, Pavel will give us a demonstration on Pandora pointers.
Well, you can create a station based on tracks that are currently playing. Now, here's the perspective right now. I've downloaded the app, I've put in my username and password, so it should be set to go on the display audio system. So I'm going to bring up Pandora. So when it's loaded up, I'm going to press the menu on the left side of the screen, of the DA screen. I'm going to bring it back up here. Here's audio and Pandora. So I'm going to select New Station. And these are my choices in how to create a new station. So I'm going to select Current Track. Let's come up with a new tune, or a new station rather, based on the current track. So when you press on that screen, it'll start coming up with a new song immediately and just start playing tunes for you. It's pretty simple. But here's another perspective for you to keep in mind for your customer and set expectations for them. If you want to create a new station by inputting a new artist or song, you have to pull over and use your phone and access that app from your phone directly. Now, a favorite radio station is a breeze to set up on the display audio. You can also use the voice command system to speak the name of the radio station. For instance, 103.9 FM. You can say that as a voice command. But for your demonstration, why not make it a little bit more interesting? For instance, you can speak the name of an XM Sirius station. For instance, saying Alt Nation. I think that might really impress your customer. So let's give that a shot right now.
The voice prompt can be interrupted.
Audio.
After the beep, say
SXM.
After the beep, say 1.
Alt Nation.
SXM channel. Alt Nation.
So now that it's starting to play on the... Oh. That was a nice interlude, everybody, wasn't it? So as it's starting to play on the display, I'll take you to the portion where you can actually save this as a preset. So here's what we have playing, and these are my existing presets. So if I tap my finger on any one of the presets for 2 seconds or longer, it'll replace it for me, or give me the option to replace it. So let's replace this one here. There it is, Alt Nation. So the idea, everyone, you can do that with XM Sirius or with your standard radio stations. Danny?
We're all excited about the availability of Garmin navigation on 2016 Pilot, and I know that your customers will be too. In fact, they'll have 3 trims to choose from: EXL with navigation, Touring, and Elite. And the system is easy to use with incredible mapping data.
Yes, the 2016 Pilot owners can go online and download map updates to a USB drive and then transfer the data to their display audio system. In fact, those free map updates from Garmin.com continue for 5 years from date of purchase.
And here's how Garmin navigation will look to your customers on the road. From the speed limit display to realistic-looking freeway signs to continuously updated traffic rerouting.
Yes, and by the way, when the driver enters traffic zone, the system sounds a ding alert.
Ding.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. That's a great feature, but let your customers know that it would not sound like how Danny does the ding. But that ding alert sounds even if the audio screen is not on navigation. Make sure they know it's a normal traffic alert on Garmin.
And another feature I like, 3D view with the swipe, pinch, and zoom feature. Let's take a look at the map. This is a terrific opportunity to demonstrate how responsive the screen is. So I drag my finger across, and you can zoom out and zoom in. And in a metropolitan area, as I zoom in closer, you can see some buildings here. I think it's a really terrific feature to demonstrate. And with this button here, you can have another perspective of the very same building. Maybe find another angle of approach to get to the corner of Temple and Main Street if you wish. Now let's check out the universal search function. Now, I want to invite you to find something unique, something in your community that people want to attend and go see. I'll give you a candid perspective. Your competition is using navigation to demonstrate a search for Walmart, Starbucks, Target. Well, sure, that's nice, but it's perfectly ordinary. Everybody's doing that. And for our sake today, that's why I'm going to do a search for the Manhattan Beach Pier. It's just a little bit more particular, but it also demonstrates the capability of the system. And I'm going to do so by a voice command search. Let's go.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any time.
Navigation.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Manhattan Beach Pier.
Searching for Manhattan Beach Pier.
1.
Would you like to begin navigation?
No. I hope you can understand we're not taking you to Manhattan Beach Pier today, but it's a terrific way to demonstrate the navigation systems and its capabilities. Sarah?
So the Garmin onboard navigation is convenient and highly capable, but why use Garmin for navigation instead of your own smartphone, Danny?
Well, here's one reason. Many people like to see the lay of the land. I know I like doing this. So even if they're not ready to program a specific destination, they can still see everything. Garmin's embedded navigation provides a greater level of detail than most customers even have on their smartphones.
Yes, here's another reason. Remind customers that holding or viewing their own phone while driving can contribute to distracted and unsafe driving and actually may violate state or local laws.
Plus, onboard navigation is reliable no matter where your customers drive. That's because it's connected directly to the satellite and works perfectly even when cell service is spotty or not available at all.
And one more additional benefit, with built-in Honda HD traffic, customers can get around traffic flow, incidents, and construction in major metro areas, saving a ton of drive time. So you get traffic alerts when there's a problem in your area, and the system is actually better than Royz because it relies on official traffic sources, not just other drivers on the road. And now the bonus demonstration we promised you earlier. It's actually possible to surf the web on your display audio system while the pilot is in park.
I think this is a really cool feature. I'm excited to show it to you. And a number of you asked us about this capability in our last session, so we want to walk you through it today. Here's how you get on the web with your display. First of all, we head to Settings. We select Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. You just want to make sure a few things are activated, like Wi-Fi on or off. Make sure it's on. Thereafter, head to the Wi-Fi network list. Now, if you're using your smartphone to tether to create a Wi-Fi hotspot, look for your smartphone to appear on the display. I'm connected to Wi-Fi here. Now, I'm clicking on it just to make sure, in fact, I am connected. So when I tap on that, I have the option to disconnect or delete, implying that I'm already connected. You would select Connect for the first time. I've already entered my password, and you're doing it the same way, just like you would for any Wi-Fi system the first time you log in. Well, thereafter, we go back to the home screen and tap on this icon. Next, open up Browser. Now, if you've ever had a chance to clone yourself, think about how much you can get done every day being in 2 places at once. Well, thanks to display audio screen and the next video clip I've bookmarked on the internet, I've got a rare chance to clone myself right now. Let's take a look. So what's the best way to sell display audio to your customers? Couple tips. Before you jump into your demos, ask customers what display audio questions they have and what information would be most helpful to them. After all, they're going to compare their current media and connectivity preferences in their own vehicle to what Pilot offers. Above all, know your go-to demos inside and out. To get up to speed with 2016 Pilot, dig deeper and master key features and shortcuts. Your display audio knowledge and practice will greatly increase customer satisfaction with 2016 Pilot. Bye for now, everybody, from the Display Audio